build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayden. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Wants to pass. He's got an open man. There he goes. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact, so it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll give it to the back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
Using his feet. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Brings up second down.
The Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. He's got him. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Lewis to throw. Lets it fly. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You know, you would have thought that after having 3 interceptions in their last game, the quarterback would absolutely never throw this guy's way. But here we are. We're in the first drive, and they're trying to be aggressive, and they're attacking one of their best players defensively, and he makes them pay. 4 picks in 2 games. We got to be talking about this guy for the Heisman, right?
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You can clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Let's see what they do on third down. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. The offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this.
Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the right. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get 2 hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
He's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in the last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Lewis to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Miller. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Right on the money. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
Brought down at the 29-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees call it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Leaves it with the running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Third down after the run. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. Quarterback's got the first. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force them into third and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that third down conversion.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. And the quick shuffle pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 20. 10. Touchdown Bucks. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So here comes the Michigan offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to...
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got his man downfield. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to find his man in the middle. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone.
And this game is going perfect for the defense right now. They haven't been on the field that much. The offense hasn't had that many possessions. Here we are at the end of the first half. They're still pitching a shutout, and they're ready for this quarterback to take shots. They're sensing the frustration, and that time in perfect position, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Iowa is down right now inside Kinnick Stadium, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Iowa City today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Here comes the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Underwood. Buying some time. Unleashes one. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the catch. It's Williams. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. drive going from the 17. Out of the gun, the inside give. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Haynes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback moving. Turning it on. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And he was held in check in game 1, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the 2nd ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Miller. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Calls his own number. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
And the Michigan offense will take over 1st and 10.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They started this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive.
Breaks into the open. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, Michigan! He got a step and just dusted the field. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by just 4 to Buffalo. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the option. Now the pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Lewis to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got a man, it's Miller. The Buffaloes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Quarterback making checks. Gets the back moving. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback now breaking the field. Pulls it in down the sideline. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore's not afraid to show off the gun.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback can go in the other direction.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Makes the grab. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. They go right back to him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Right back to the well. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Moving away from pressure. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
And the Wolverines trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. wants to pass. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Where he's just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question.
There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Buffs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He's got him this time. At the 45 on his way. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Marsh. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down will open up the final period. Gonna look downfield again. Steps away. Trying to make magic on the scrap. Makes a grab right down the middle. Touchdown, Michigan. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 18 to Rutgers. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Making side adjustments here. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Dang, that's unfortunate. I wish I could say I've never seen that before, but I've seen Reese run routes. You know, when we go to all these different stadiums and call these games, we go on the field and do a spin session before the game. That looked just like Reese Davis.
This time he's got it.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Colorado. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a He's going to fire deep. Brings it in down the left side. Off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Lewis wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quick handoff. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. So here comes the Michigan offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Great place to start for this offense. To throw. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Back to the ground game on the left. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires left. He makes the catch. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Pressure coming. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
You got to give this defensive staff a ton of credit. They had a plan for this guy, right? They've watched him on film. He's been eating defenses alive. They've limited him. That was only his first catch. They've changed up their coverages. They've gotten after the quarterback. Great defensive game plan coming in this week.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Finds his man. It's Haynes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Here's a heat. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Quarterback making adjustments. Lewis wants to pass. That's caught. It's Miller. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Miller. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Buffs! And the pummeling has started.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Grabbed in the middle, it's Haynes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Bring in the heat. And the defense is there to stop.